Hello, I am Drag, and in this video I will be talking about my experience playing Pokemon Sword and Shield. Anybody who has been following me on Instagram would have probably seen my stories as I was playing it, but that wasn't really the whole experience, that wasn't my feelings on it. It was just, oh, look at this Pokemon. So, in this video I will be going over that while drawing my league card, which was made before I actually finished the game. So just imagine Rotom as Lapras in this, because I used Rotom like once against Marnie. Okay, so I guess I'll start off with things like okay, so to start off, I would say the game was overall, it was fun. I would not buy it like new though. I wouldn't like. I recommend getting it like used if you can, because it's just yeah. Okay. I didn't really care about the dex cut. It didn't bother me. I normally use all brand new teams anyway, so normally like there are some that carried over, but the ones that get carried over often take a back seat. So there wasn't the dex cut just really didn't bother me much. Yeah. So on to the actual things. Things that I like. I liked the atmosphere of this game. The game was very good at like bringing out the atmosphere as far as like, oh, what I should be feeling. Okay. So at the start of the game, you are like brought into the slumbering weald because Wooloo was being stupid. Nobody decided to, okay, that plot point was kind of completely avoidable, but you know, we gotta get our story going somehow. So you're forced into this weald because a Wooloo knocked over a gate and like it got lost in the woods, so you have to go in and get it. The entire time that like I was in this area, like the music that was playing just got me into the mood of just like, Jesus Christ, like I have no idea what's gonna happen. I mean, I knew what was gonna happen, but like it made me feel like I didn't know what was gonna happen, if that makes any sense. It was quite the experience there. Like Pokemon always has good music, and the music really brought out the atmosphere. And another place where the music really shone. A place where the music really shone. Another place where it really stood out was where the gym battles actually. Like you'll see all these memes of like people just like dancing to the gym music, and I'm not gonna lie, like it was very they were bangers. The gym theme was a banger, especially, at least for me, was when they got to the gym leader's last Pokemon and the music changed to like this chanting, like the audience chanting. I like everyone's like, oh, I don't know why people like that. It's just chanting. Like, there's nothing special about it, but I love that. Like it really got me into the mood. And before YouTube took them down, there were these videos, like these 30-minute videos of just that music, and I would listen to all 30 minutes of it while I was drawing, coloring, whatever I was doing. I would listen to it because it was beautiful, and I loved it. I really liked some of the gym battles. I really liked Opal's gym battle, where she basically would give you stat boosts or stat debuffs based on the answers that you gave. So there's a chance that the battle could turn around based on you answering the question wrong. And like it was like basic stuff too. It really encouraged you to actually read the trainer cards, and I didn't, but and I still like got all of them right. So I was like, oh, okay, yeah, no. But on gym leaders, I really like a lot of their designs. A lot of really good designs, like a couple standouts that I personally really enjoyed. They're the Melanie and Gordy. I really like their two designs. What I really found was kind of a downer was at the spoiler. Basically, at the end of the game, you go to this tournament and you rebattle all the gym leaders. I wish that they had let you battle the gym leader that you didn't have. So like, say you had Shield, I had Shield. So instead of battling Alistair in the tournament, I would battle Bae, and I would battle her instead. And I was like, oh, that'd be pretty cool. So like, instead of battling Melanie, you'd battle Gordy. I'd just be like, oh, whoa, who are you? It's like, yeah, I'm a gym, like I'm the stand-in gym leader whenever like they're out. But what else? Oh. I really like a lot of the Gigantamax designs, and that's all I really have to say on that part. And then the last thing I really liked was the Pokemon camp. And the reason it was just so charming. I really liked everything about the Pokemon camp. There were times where I would literally just like go into the wild area, hook up to the internet, or I wouldn't, and then I would just open my camp and do whatever I was doing, and like just look over at my Pokemon, and they're just like there, just like looking at me, like waiting for me to respond to them. I'm like, oh, and sometimes they'd fall asleep, and you just look over, they're just like asleep, and you had to wake them up. I was like, oh yeah, yeah. And you actually get experience points for doing that. So I really liked that aspect of Pokemon Camp, that you could actually like get experience. Like this game really made it so that you could get experience without battling, which is a good and a bad thing. Yeah, let's move on to the things I didn't like. I didn't like the Gigantamax Pokemon. I know what I said earlier. I liked them, but like I didn't like the general thing behind them. I didn't like how difficult they were to come by. I mean, I understand why they were, but at the same time, like everybody, like every major character seems to have one, with the like exclusion of Pierce. But like that was by choice. So like it was just very weird to me that like every single major character went through the incredibly tedious task of going into the wild area, finding a den, and then like, you know, going through, like I said, the tedious process, and then there's like finding one, just have it pop out of the Pokeball, and then it runs away, and then they have to do that all over again, and like it just so happened to fit their type. Some of them just didn't make sense to me, like Nessa apparently has 2 Dreadnoughts. That just didn't make sense to me. Like, so she has 2 of these? Like, why does she have 2 Dreadnoughts? One for like the tournament, the other... What? Didn't really make sense to me on why Alistair had one either. But maybe I'm just a little salty because Alistair like almost beat my ass the first like when I challenged him in the gym battle. Jesus Christ, that Gengar. Another thing was like the emptiness. Like the world, it felt so empty. Like it was big. Like they made it feel so big, but at the same time it was so empty. Like you couldn't actually explore any place except for the wild area. It just felt kind of weird. Like there was this one like fairy tale place. I was like, oh my god, this place looks so amazing. I wonder what I actually have a video that I will put on screen right now of me running through the entire town in less than 30 seconds. I know that it's less than 30 seconds because I was able to record it. I went through the whole town in less than 30 seconds. Like, that's literally the only thing that town had was, like, the gym. And it's, yeah, no, like, I could tell they put, like, they were banking on people not really wanting to explore the towns, despite them having, like, a lot of the really cool designs. Winden, like, you know, the final town that has everything. No, there's nothing there. I actually would have, well, yeah, I actually would have much preferred it if like the online places in some of the more choice, like more scenic places, like in the towns, not just the wild area, because honestly the wild area was kind of boring too. There was, what was it? No, I'll get into that later. But, roadblocks, pointless roadblocks, because that actually leads into the towns too. There were pointless roadblocks in this in this game. Some of them being Team Yell, and like the other just like being a girl and her Corviknight, and the Corviknight was hungry or something, and it wouldn't let you go through because her Corviknight was hungry or was tired or something. I'm like, really? You couldn't come up with anything better than that? Like, okay, at least with X and Y, the reason why I couldn't go over to like certain places was because the power was out, despite you seeing people walking in and out of those town areas. But I could believe that they wouldn't let, I mean, I hated that too. But I believed, it was like, oh, okay, I can't go in there because the power's out, even though it's the middle of the day, so it does not matter. No. I didn't like the pointless roadblocks. There was Team Yell. Team Yell was like annoying as fuck. All they really did was support Marnie, which I mean isn't bad, but they made roadblocks, annoying roadblocks that were pointless. And like my guy over here with his level 68 Centiskorch versus their level 10 Zigzagoon. I'm like, really? I can't get past this guy. No. Catch caps, I really fucking hated those. You could tell because I said fucking. But they had this, in this game, well, I should probably say, in previous gens and previous games, they had a level cap. So basically, if you had a Pokemon, like if you did not have a certain number of badges, traded, and this is the key point, traded Pokemon past a certain level would not listen to you. And I believe that they had that in this game. But they also had something else to where, because you couldn't catch Pokemon past a certain level, and that literally made no sense to me, because the catch cap and the level cap that the Pokemon would listen to you were like drastically different. So I'll post a picture right here, but my brother, who also played this game, he had 7 badges at the time of the picture, and it basically says that you can Pokemon up to level 90 will listen to you, but you cannot catch Pokemon that are level 55. What? 56, my bad. So you're saying that I can command this level 90 building dragon, but I can't catch a Dusknoir because it's at level 56? Like, what? Why? What was the point of that? It was completely redundant, and it made literally no sense on why... What was the point of that stupid catch cap? Okay, last thing was the raid battles. I hated the raid battles. So the Pokemon, the raid Pokemon, they had this thing where if if they're putting up their shield, then in raid battles Pokemon have shields. And if they're gonna put up their shield from your attack, then it'll just cap off however much damage it did. So you could actually have an attack that would normally one-shot a Pokemon, but because they decided to put up their shields, oh no, it only does 0.1 damage. Or sometimes it doesn't do any damage because the Pokemon wants to put it up. And it just basically wastes a whole Dynamax turn, which is another thing that really irritated me. So the dens, the raid Pokemon, they stay gigantic for whatever reason, but your Pokemon don't. They only last for the 3 turns, and that just, it irked me, because it made no sense. It made no sense at all. So come on. Also, there were these, the Wycom. The Wycom was incredibly inefficient and annoying because of its slow, the stamps would refresh so slowly that by the time you would actually see something, so many times you would log in to say, oh, look, there's a cool raid battle. You would go to it and it says, oh, no longer looking for participants. And then it basically just kicks you off the whole Wycom. And then when you log back in to the Wycom, you see this same raid. It was really bad and it was really slow. Since the expansion pass is coming out rather than the new games, I don't think that they're going to be updating it at any point. The biggest problem with it though was there was actually a refresh button, but the way that worked was so slow that you could really only refresh it maybe once every 2 minutes. But the problem with that is that raids would fill up so fast that it would just go so slow that by the time you actually saw a raid and you clicked on it, it would just say, oh, this is full, sorry, better luck next time. And then other times you would refresh it and then there were no stamps of anybody in the whole world looking for raid battles, and it just made no sense, and it really could have been handled better, and that was just something that really irked me about that. So how I would fix this, how I would fix these things that I didn't like. The Gigantamax forms, make them, make them last longer, especially if they're in the dens, maybe have them last as long as the other Pokemon do, because I'm assuming that the reason why the Pokemon in the dens are staying giant is because there is more Dynamax energy, which lets them stay bigger. So yeah, do that. Completely get rid of that catch cap because it was stupid and made no sense. Fix the roadblocks. Make them make sense. Oh, I forgot to mention this earlier. There was in the game there's a lot of telling, not showing. So spoilers again, because this is the only one that I actually caught on camera. But Hop catches a Pokemon in the overworld. But instead of seeing the Pokemon go into the Pokeball, we actually don't even see him throw the Pokeball. We just see him do the throwing motion, and then the screen cuts to white. And it's just what? Come on! I wanted to see him catch that. Oh, last improvement also would be a Dynamax, the Gigantamax pre-evolutions. So I got into a raid for Milk for me, or Millisary. I don't know how to say it, but I found one, and the raid filled up so fast. And I was like, oh, okay, that's interesting. As raids normally don't fill up as quickly as that. And I caught the Pokemon, and then I went to it and I was like, oh, looks like Nintendo was fix the problem before I had to say anything about it, or like before anybody said anything about it. Nope, it turns out it was just an event. It was a Gigantamax, you know, so that you could evolve it into an Alchemy. But mainly, the thing that I would recommend fixing is like make it so that you can find these Gigantamax Pokemon or Pokemon with this gene like in their first or second stages, because it's like I'm gonna put it like straight up. If I find like a Gigantamax, let's say Corviknight, post game, I'm not about to like discard every Pokemon that I have just to make room, because I don't care. Like that'd be my improvement for that. So yeah, that was really my feelings on it. Good game. Like 6 out of 10. 5 to 6 out of 10. Thank you for watching. Hopefully listening.